What's up, everybody? What's up, realists? What's up, Fire Boss?
What's howdy?
How you guys doing?
I'm gonna say howdy. Doing great, man.
Yeah,
So,
Awesome.
it's pretty good day, pretty average. I mean, you fellas heard anything new? You know, I mean, it's a pretty good news.
yeah, I'm hearing just something small on a Tuesday morning. Nothing big, not a big deal or anything like this. That Microsoft made another purchase out of the blue, just for a measly $70 billion of Activision and Blizzard.
It's no big deal.
No big
No
deal,
big
guys.
deal.
No big deals. No big deal at all.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just
I heard Sony's bid was 50, but you
was
know,
it close enough.
$50?
yeah,
What, $50?
yeah, about 50 million, man.
Close enough. I mean, they were close, but not enough. So too bad. Too bad for them. No, this is something that
Can't bid what you don't have.
We all thought that the ZeniMax purchase last year or the year before, when that happened, that was just huge, and nothing else will top it off. We never thought something else would top it off until today.
At least not this soon.
Yeah, and that's just not said because everybody was like so blown away at $7 billion for ZeniMax. It just blew everybody's mind. It was like, all right, well, what else can they purchase? They just spent a big chunk of change on ZeniMax, right? And then we wake up this morning. I was actually taking my kids to school, and I get these text messages. They're like, wow. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, holy shit. No way. So I start searching, of course, and start clicking on the links. And sure enough, Microsoft purchases Activision and Blizzard for $70 billion. And King for $70 billion. That is insane. So in the last couple of years, they spent almost 80, let's just round it up to $90 billion, because who knows what other fees they have to pay to make this happen.
Yeah,
90.
I mean, we don't know how much they paid for the first 7 studios when they started the spree.
Yes, it is insane.
And it's crazy that's been so like lock and key. You know how much they paid for State of Decay developer Unreal, or I'm sorry, Undead, and Double Fine. I would assume that's on the lower end. But all those studios they bought, we still don't know what they paid for.
It's crazy. It is nuts that everything they're getting with these two, Activision, Blizzard, and King. Candy Crush, I'm all for, man. I'm like, yeah, let's do this.
Yeah, on that note,
put it in Game Pass.
on that note, from what I picked up from another podcast, and I didn't get a chance to check myself. So if you want to pull it up, you can go ahead. But apparently, I guess because of this, Activision stock just shot up, and the camp on the other side the camp on the other side of the river, their stock actually went down.
Of course.
Wow. No, it's true. I saw that article or some kind of headline about Activision's or the stock going up.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many guys. I don't know how many guys invest, but I put it on a tweet. I know I'm a little bitty guy, right? But I said Activision is looking like a buy to me. I only got one response, and it was LOL.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys went ahead and jumped in, because see, when it comes to buying stocks, when something is undervalued, you jump on it, right?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know what you guys do, but I got 10 contracts on it and I haven't even looked at it yet.
No, I do the whole kind of like the mobile app thing. I do Acorns. So
Oh
and
yeah, I got that too.
I do it the aggressive. Like I just go aggressive, and
Aggressive.
it does it invests in all the big tech companies.
Hey, that paid
so-
off for you last
and
year
it-
with the GameStop run,
Oh yeah, it's paying
because
off for
GameStop
me.
is on the aggressive portfolio.
But I mean, I don't keep an eye on it. Like, oh, I got to look at it today and see where my stock's at. It's just like I'll look at it like maybe once or twice a month. It's like, oh, it looks good. And then
Dude,
I move on.
that thing's been keeping my change plus $500 a month for ever since I saw the advertisement like 5 years ago. So yeah, I do look at it. I have a widget.
Yeah, you got a widget.
Yeah.
No, this is
Boy,
crazy.
that's a term
man.
I haven't heard in a while.
What? You're an Apple user?
Widget.
Right? Is it because that's the only way it's new to you? Y'all
Yeah.
probably still don't have widgets.
No. It's just that I know what widgets are, man. It's just that it's a term I haven't heard in a long while
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So,
Um,
but yeah, that's something Ben should have gotten into myself is stocks and everything. So, yeah. I mean, live and learn.
I mean, Acorns is good to start because it's an index.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if a stock starts to fall off, it rolls out of the index and the stronger one moves in. So you don't lose money that way. So it's just a good safe way. I mean, it's one of the ones that introduced me to investing. And I would tell anybody to do it. I mean, it's going to pay you more in the bank.
Yeah.
You know, the bank. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So what do you guys think? Is this going to force to have Game Pass on PlayStation because they will have nothing else to play?
No, at the end of the day, no.
Like, you know what? I would be for it. I said let it come to Game Pass. I mean, let it come to PlayStation. Let Game Pass go on PlayStation because either way, it's helping Xbox. Even if they're not playing on a Xbox unit, they're signing up to the services and it goes right back to Xbox.
And that's why Sony won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And see me and me saying no, that's not me fanboying. It's basically me and Eli are probably on the same page on this. Whereas it goes back to the very reason as to why, when Phil first, brought it up to them, that they that both Sony and Nintendo laughed him away.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say they laughed him away, but it was more of a straight up like, oh hell no, because we're talking about long. When we talking about long term, we know what's about to happen. Y'all gonna start cannibalizing into our own stuff.
Yeah, it will. Yeah.
Well, that's short term.
And this whole Project Spartacus, it has no chance.
The only way it has a chance. The only way it'll have a chance is the one thing that they're gonna have to swallow their pride and do, and that's make everything day and date.
Yeah.
But the thing is, even then, it's still going to take time, and the problem is that they're going to have to sink in a lot of dough before they can get that bread rising. Yep. And that's where that's where they're at the cliff ledge and hesitating to jump because they don't have that big of a safety net, and and that type of a parachute to keep them from going splat.
Yeah.
Let's see, the thing with if Sony was to put a Game Pass on there, right? I say this to Sony fans and they all, put their memes up and talk their junk, right? Yeah. Sony's not selling enough copies of their own games.
They're not.
Right? They say, oh, they sold 20 million. They sold 20 million of God of War and Spider-Man.
It's been proven many times, and
Yeah.
they've had an analysis out there says, hey,
Yeah.
only 2% or 7% of
Well, that's
owners.
the 10%, 17% is the max, right?
Yeah.
But how did they get to 20 million? Right? You deep discount it, selling it for $20, you're giving it away, you're bundling it.
Yeah.
Right? If you were to put a service like that with their most popular game, which is Call of Duty, why am I buying your game? Why would they buy our games? That's going to be the concern. Now, I think Nintendo could deal with it, but not Sony. Nintendo has the most success with selling their first party IP.
Oh, they do.
And that's why Microsoft and Sony are both on PC, because we're all playing the same games on Sony and Microsoft's platforms.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when Nintendo, they are actually buying a Nintendo to play those games from Nintendo. Most people are buying these consoles to play Madden, 2K, Fortnite. Same games. We're playing the same games on both platforms for the most part.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't think that it would ever hit PlayStation. It would kill what they have. Not to mention they're trying to kick a service off. Why would you subscribe to my service? Why would you buy my games if you're getting all of that for the low price of $15 and a $1 trial to start?
Yes.
It's never going to happen.
It's crazy.
And Microsoft has been taking the quote unquote white knight approach for years. They've already been in antitrust. So they're going to always look like they're trying to help. And I keep telling these Sony guys, you guys keep bragging about these sales.
They do. It's funny.
They keep bragging about Microsoft being in third place. What that assures Microsoft is that there will never be a serious question as it pertains to monopolistic practices, right? We're losing. We need this. That's that's their case for every time they hit the court. And I think I think that they're not gonna have that excuse so much longer though.
Yep. And and also to add to that, another thing that I keep bringing it up a lot of times and stuff in this conversation is that another reason why he was turned away from the table was, see, remember what he said before when they asked him, when they kept pestering him about porting any more games like Ori and stuff like that. And also when the whole Game Pass coming to other platforms argument started, the biggest issue he had was that it's not going to work out because they can't bring the full Xbox experience,
the full suite.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it also comes down to where this isn't a top layer thing of just software. It was also a thing where to make it work the way they needed it to, they needed to get into the hardware, and that's what I said before. That's where you start getting into trade level secrets.
They don't want that.
That's what you believe.
I definitely believe,
because this is my second time hearing you say that.
Yeah, that's when you're going into patent stuff, and a lot of investors, a lot of bigger dogs at the table, that's an instant no.
But all they have to do is plug it up to a PC, and it can read, write all that stuff.
Yeah,
that's what. Because I don't really want to be like contentious, but like, there's no secrets when you have the hardware out there in millions of hands. They are offering knowing that they're going to get a no, and it's all strategic.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can hit the court and say, we're trying to grow gaming. It's the Japanese companies that are opposed to us growing gaming as a whole. They'll always have a friend in the court. That's what it's about to me. But, if you got some documents, man, DM them to me, man. I'd love to read them. No, I'm not laughing. Why y'all laughing?
The thing is just, like I said, I'm just speaking from, I guess you say from my understanding, from my background of being, in development myself. Whereas like I said, there's a lot of you can see patents that are published and stuff like that, but there's only like certain bits of information that you publicly can see. There's stuff that, that goes a little bit more deeper than that And if you have like, investors that are already aware of this stuff, they're not going to allow that to go into the hands of an active rival and stuff. No matter how nice you are coming to the table, like, hey guys, I made these steaks. I brought some cupcakes and everything. And
Wait it.
by the way,
Give me
can
the
I
butter.
like no, I can't give you my butter.
Yeah.
Because if I give it to you, then I have to give it to Tech.
Yeah. I want your butter too, man.
Better bring enough for everybody. Well, because
Yeah.
I just
But
don't.
But you do. But the thing is, you do have. I mean, the thing is, yes, you're right. You do have a point, especially when you think about like the SDKs for a lot of these systems.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I mean, yeah. So like I said, it's like it could be done, and it's one of those things where it's like, hey, we could all win on this. But ultimately at the end of the day, it's kind of like, no, they're not going to play ball, like that, not unless they're on their down to their very last legs. And like I said, I mean, it's about to get real interesting right now.
It's been interesting for 3 or 4 years. They just didn't know it yet.
We thought it got really interesting, and it got real with the whole ZeniMax
really
real during the ZeniMax purchase and all that.
It just hit Jose Canseco level.
Dude, it hit another level.
Mark McGuire, baby.
Oh no,
Barry Bonds.
We got to back out of here now.
It's insane.
Great Elvino. Hammer Hank.
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna repeat myself. We were blown away with the whole ZeniMax $7 billion. Oh God,
yeah, dude, people are still talking about it,
and they're still talking about it.
Yes. And they're gonna talk about it for the next 3 months.
Yes.
Why? Because this is huge. We were just playing when you started. So this is huge. 68 billion.
I have to ask this because it's going to be asked. What games do you think will be exclusive and what will be multi-plat?
The great Phil Spencer said that we are bringing exclusive games to all platforms where Game Pass exists. They said I'm done.
In other words, everything. Everything.
Everything. He's not messing around.
Maybe Warzone. Free to play type games.
Yeah, that's what I think too. Is free to play games, I think, are one's going to stay multi-plat because it's free to play.
Dude, what are they going to play over there, man? I mean, it goes flip flop, Call of Duty, 2K, Madden, and Spider-Man.
Wow!
How many times can you play Spider-Man?
Well, I'm sorry, if they do multiple director's cuts.
Eli, they got no choice but to play their games now.
Nah, they got no choice but to go bottom the best box. That's the choice. Anything else, you're just being stubborn, and you deserve all this tongue lashing you're gonna get.
I mean, it's just based on the picture here. Overwatch is huge. Diablo is still good.
Dude, they were just crying about Overwatch 2. Where's Overwatch 2? On Xbox.
And see last year, before the Bethesda thing dropped, wasn't there like a whole bunch of hullabaloo going on about something with Warcraft and Xbox? Y'all remember that?
Well, they've been. It's always a rumor that they're gonna put it on Xbox, but Xbox has an initiative where there's not gonna be just PC games. We're gonna get AOE, and I can't wait for it because I'm on the computer playing it. So we got Flight Simulator. That was one that never hit consoles. Yeah. So WoW, it can only expand the audience, and to me, man, Activision, they have some IP, but to me, the glory days are behind them. So it's going to be up to Microsoft to kind of give them. stop with these annual releases with Call of Duty,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we can get a Halo quality type leap. But World of Warcraft was at its peak back in like the mid 2000s or something like that. Early 2010s. It's
Candy
not what
Crush,
it used
though.
to be.
The
Candy
Candy
Crush. Whoa, bro.
Hey, I'll be right back,
Look,
guys.
all right.
Right.
Don't laugh, because see, like you mentioned Bethesda, right? Bethesda wasn't
Yeah.
worth 3 point. It was only worth 3.5 billion. They got 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Take-Two kind of doing like a merger type thing where they gave them 3 billion cash and then the rest in stock, right?
Yeah.
That was for Zynga.
Something like that.
Yeah, 12 billion. 12 billion. So honestly, Activision as a whole is not worth, their market cap is not 60, right? It might be today. I haven't looked at the stocks or anything.
Oh, it is now.
Yeah. but the stock have fallen.
It has, yeah.
But we can't sleep on that king. Like they're gonna have the opportunity to make another tap game to make a killing.
Yeah.
This is huge, man. This is huge. This is bigger than just consoles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yeah, with the whole Call of Duty thing, like I've given up on Call of Duty years ago. Just because the whole annual thing, and like they don't even let the game marinate, and let people enjoy that installment, because a few months later, oh, there's a new one coming out or being announced. I'm like, really?
Yeah. Yeah, but see,
that's
they
why I
have
prefer
consistent sales.
And that's why I prefer Battlefield, because they don't come out until like 3 or 4 years later. They let you play, and I know it gets, I guess, boring after a while.
To be fair, they had to retool.
Yeah,
they had to retool. Battlefield, was not competing at the level that they wanted it to, and so they brought this one out.
It's because of the pace of the game, how massive it is,
it's
and
huge.
people's ADHD kicks in. Like, oh, it's taking too long. I want another round. And so they can't handle those type of games because it's just the battles are too long and too big for some of these twitchy type Call of Duty people that play.
Yeah. And I don't think tech is ready for like 64 and 64 128s, because as big as those maps are, that's about what you need. I think they need to condense it and make it more, twitchy like other games, because it's just too big. And you can have the coolest vehicles,
yeah,
but it's still huge.
It is.
Riding the tank is still slow.
But see, that's what I like about it. That's what I like about Battlefield instead of Call of Duty. Call of Duty is just like, all right, who's the fastest that can get you? When they jump in front of you.
I play anything but those 2 games. But since it'll be in Game Pass, both of them will be in Game Pass.
Well, they got me in Game Pass. Why not?
Why not? Why
Day
not?
one.
I mean, because I did do the trial for Battlefield, but it was all right.
I haven't even bought it yet, and I usually buy it day one.
Well, now you don't have to.
I may have to wait Battlefield when it comes out on EA Play or Game Pass.
I think it's on the way to free to play. But back to Activision, the question you asked. I mean, we got Spyro that's been dormant.
Right there. Yeah,
we got Overwatch 2. You can keep that. I don't want it unless they're gonna bring back the Kinect. Then we can play air guitar, right? Air drums, dude. I think I just gave them a good idea.
There you go.
They owe me money. Hey, if y'all see it, they owe me money. But Overwatch is gonna be a huge deal. Call of Duty every year. That's gonna sell a lot of consoles.
Yeah.
That Call of Duty. Like, all they need to do is just make it better, get rid of Bobby, and it's game over. Call of Duty will be back where it's been. I mean, people buy that game out of habit. But I really have a problem with
they just buy
biannual releases.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they actually like it. They spend a bunch of hours. It's always like the number 1 top played over there on PlayStation. I don't really keep up with Xbox's ranking because I don't make fun of Xbox's rankings. I make fun of PlayStation's rankings. Yeah, we got Spyro. We have what's that game? Bandicoot. Bandicoot
You got
is
some
up.
here, right here. Diablo, Overwatch,
Well,
Spyro,
Diablo's already on the
Hearthstone,
way.
Guitar Hero, Crash Bandicoot, StarCraft, and more.
Yeah, StarCraft, but that was a PC game.
That's a PC
But
game. Yeah.
but yeah, Diablo 4. I said this years ago. I said Mikey Barra is a mole. I said they brought him in
They brought him in.
and he's gonna do recon and Xbox is gonna buy him.
That's crazy. Right?
And
so
it
welcome back, Mikey Barr.
Yeah, because he was actually the first one that I saw with the news. And then I saw Satya and then I saw other people start posting it. But man, let's get some new IP. Let's get the X-Men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those studios that they pretty much shut down and merged because they didn't know what to do with them, let's put them back to work. Let's let them make a new IP because we have a content monster we got to feed. Instead of just always going back into the past, Game Pass allows these creators to take chances with new titles, new ideas, without the fear of it not selling, 20 million copies. And if Game Pass is at 25 right now, it's going to be at 45 in the next 30 days. And that's not even a bold prediction. Once this news really hits and settles in, it's going to be huge. And where did that 25 come from? Do you know?
No.
It's making its rounds.
It's just making its rounds. Yeah.
It's probably an estimate, but
so after this news, how long do you think it's going to take to put some of these games in Game Pass?
Tomorrow.
Because,
why wait?
I mean, that's what
happened.
happened.
How long did it take Bethesda games to hit?
Like within a week or two?
They did have they had like a little trickle. You know what I mean? They had a couple, and then they dumped a bunch of them in there.
Well, they started announcing like Doom, like we're gonna add Doom on this day, and like, oh, it's like okay, cool. Oh, we're gonna add Fallout 76 on this day. I'm like, oh, all right, cool.
Yeah, but when you bring that up, I'm thinking like older titles.
Yeah,
because I didn't buy Crash Bandicoot, but I know my wife likes it. I bought it on the PlayStation, and I know my wife likes it, so. It'll be, and that wasn't even the new one. That was the old one that I got for free on PlayStation. I didn't buy
up, Ernie G? Oh, sorry, excuse me.
Ernie G sliding through.
There goes my camera again, acting all goofy. Right when Ernie G walks in, my camera gets all goofy now. Like half of it's frozen.
Just blame Ernie, man.
Blame Ernie, man. Yeah, we'll blame Ernie.
Everything was all good, so Ernie got hit.
So did you get the question, boss? The question was, how long do you think it's going to take for some of these games now to land in Game Pass?
No, a real answer, man. It's going to be similar to like what I said, like with Bethesda. Like,
yeah,
we might get Call of Duty in there soon, maybe like next week, because I believe it's pretty much run its course. Like, anybody that wanted to buy it, day one bought it. Because you got to realize at this point, they're going to start discounting it. $40, $50 for the deluxe.
Yeah, because they hold their value. They rarely go down in price.
Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That's the only time I ever look at it when it's on sale. They go on sale. They just don't go on super deep discounts until the next one comes out.
Yeah, no, they don't go super deep discounts, but I think the lowest you'll see, like say even last year's was like $40.
Right. That's what I said, $40, $50 for the deluxe. But now that there was Microsoft, I hope that they take the advice of a lot of people and stop at the annual releases. Mm-hmm. Give it some time. Give your guys. Well, they do have the leapfrog, so it's like when
they leapfrog each other. So how many studios is that? Is that 3 of them or 4?
I think three. Treyarch and the other one, because DICE is EA. What's the other one?
Sledgehammer.
Something like that.
It's a Sledgehammer, Treyarch, and like there's a third one, I think.
I'm gonna Google it.
You're gonna Google it?
Yeah. But so what is it? Like if they have a leapfrog, that means that you're giving these guys 3 years to make a title.
Yeah.
I don't know then.
No more copy and paste, man. Like, all right, enough with this copy and paste crap.
Because Yeah. So I don't even understand like why people still buy it no matter how much they complain. I don't play it to really know what to complain about. Like everybody who loves Halo CE, I'm like, F your complaints. I'm having a ball playing this
Mhm.
Infinite, because I actually play that game. I don't play Battlefield to know if the complaints are real, you know.
Yeah.
But they have Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and Treyarch.
It's incredible to see how this type of activity when they're purchasing studios are so close to the chest. There's no leaks, there's no indication, there's no whispers, there's no talk on any forums about a purchase this huge
Hmm.
happening. Yeah.
And that's what I was gonna
And
ask.
and this is not the first time. This happened with the previous purchases.
Hmm. Well, see,
Whereas
that's what I
like,
was gonna ask. It's not. Yeah, Fireboss. Uh, did he watch Power Press Play or whatever? Was it Power On?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And like the thing that I saw them the most excited about in that documentary was that nobody saw the Series X coming.
No, nobody. Everybody thought when the trailer was playing, people were saying, oh, what game is it? Oh, is it this game, that title, this title, that title? And then they dropped the hammer, and it was the
Hmm.
console.
Hmm. And then Bethesda, nobody saw, and that's why, just like now, everybody wants to do a podcast, a space,
Mhm.
tweeters are going wild because it came out of nowhere.
It came out of nowhere.
And there's pretty much nothing really going on until next month. I mean, I'm gonna
Well,
play
think of it.
Extraction.
It's the middle of January on a Tuesday morning, and then we get dropped this big bomb of Blizzard and Activision being purchased, like out of nowhere. You know,
Yep, man. I don't know, man.
I mean, usually it's something after a show, some kind of E3 thing, some kind
Hmm.
of, you know, some special event that either Xbox has or somebody has. And then a few days later, oh, by the way, we're purchasing this studio. Oh, we're purchasing this publisher or whatever. This is just another Tuesday morning. Hey, by the way, this is what we did. We bought Activision and Blizzard and King
For 70 billion.
for 70 billion, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
And it just shows you the purchasing power that Xbox / Microsoft, where the money's coming from. I mean, I really don't care where the money's coming from.
You sound like a pony.
You know, it just shows the purchasing power that Phil and Xbox has. They're not shy to say, you know what, we're just going to go ahead and buy you guys. What is it going to take?
See,
Of course, we don't know what the details are. Like, how did they approach each other? But it's like I could just, picture Phil just like kicking the door down. All right, here's my checkbook. How much to buy you guys? I'm like, oh, okay. Here's a number. All right, done. Let's do this.
yeah, but like, because what did you say? You just said that the purchasing power that they have. People, they don't understand. Like when Microsoft, it wasn't even Microsoft. It was I was about to say Phil. Okay, when Satya says that they've identified gaming as one of their areas of growth, people don't really understand what that means.
Yeah.
When a large corporation, even a small company, identifies an area of opportunity, you have to invest in it. And when you're playing with trillions of dollars, you see moves like this being made. The company Microsoft, that means investors are on board. That means everybody's on board. They've identified gaming as an area of growth.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to see more moves like this. Maybe not this big. Maybe some of these other companies are holding out to see if they can get to 100 billion because the prices are only going up. See, people keep waiting for Sony to make a move. The price just went up.
They did. They bought Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll.
No, that's TV, right? But the price just went up. See, PlayStation is Sony, right? They make movies, but gaming is where their bread gets buttered. The price of any acquisition just went up. I don't know if like people missed it that Codemasters just went for $1 billion, and
Yeah.
EA and Take Two were in a bidding war. Take Two thought they had them, and EA said, "Nah, give me that $1 billion for Codemasters."
Mm-hmm.
See, the prices are going up, and companies like Sony are going to have to start crying to the government.
Oh,
But
they're gonna too. They're gonna say they're monopolizing everything.
well, I mean, Embracer says hi. You see what I'm saying? That's that's what I'm saying. Like they don't like people just don't get it. Like maybe they've never been in a managerial position or don't know anybody in their family. But when a corporation identifies an area of growth, this is what you get. When the second largest company in the world says that this is an area that we've identified because we've pretty much maximized Windows, we've pretty much maximized Office, this is
Yeah.
what we're going to get. Gaming is what they've identified as their area of growth, which is the largest entertainment sector. This is what they're selling to their investors. This is what
All
we're
right.
going to see from Microsoft. We're going to see a whole lot more of it. Get in on this, man, because he asked you something, but you were left. You had left,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
jumped
left.
back on it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I had,
he said he was going to step away.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I had to go help my neighbor across the street. She's an elderly lady,
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's
and
nice.
Did you
and
just
the
push
thing
her and
is
like
that,
ran back?
dude, not in this weather. Because the thing about it is like, see, it's, I mean, dude, it's freezing here. The
Yeah.
ground is cold, and there's been cases where she has fell,
Yeah.
and she has been on that cold ground for a long while before anybody realized it.
Right.
And we can't have that. We can't have that. Because because like I said, this lady has been one of when we moved here. She's been one of the few people who has been watching over me and stuff whenever my folks went around and I come home from school, because she
Yeah.
was also one of the teachers at my school. So yeah, that didn't help out with me getting away with anything. So yeah, she's a very close friend of the family. But that's why I had to break out real quick, just to make sure that she didn't fall down the stairs.
No, that's good. No, I don't have
But
any
yeah,
elderly people in my neighborhood to help out. It's all young here. I just watch the kids and make sure they're not getting ran over.
that's more than enough.
Yeah, I'll set up my little chair outside in the driveway, and I'm like, all right. It's like you guys have fun. I'll watch you guys from here.
You like kind of like yell or flag down anybody that comes driving through real fast.
Yeah, because I live at the entrance, so I have a little ways, a few yards from the entrance where I can see cars coming in. And I'm like, hey, watch out! There's cars coming. To the kids, and say, don't
Yeah.
cross the street.
Hey, real quick, Tech. I forgot about Tony Hawk.
Yeah, Tony Hawk's in there too.
Yeah, I saw what's his name? What's his name? Gaz. He that was one of the first things he popped up about, like, oh, the greatest game of all, and I'm like, oh god. But
I'm looking forward to Candy Crush coming out Xbox for sure.
oh, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, you got Peggle on there and stuff.
Hey, Pickle's fun. Pickle is fun.
Yeah,
Pickle is
so
fun.
but when I popped in, I heard realists going on about Embracer and everything, and it's funny. It's funny because that's one of the things I was thinking about, where it's like, yeah, this is probably one of those things where Microsoft probably had to squeeze that trigger, because they probably had that big vulture up in the trees named Tencent, probably looking down and ready to kind of swoop in.
I don't think
Yep.
Tencent's ready for 70 billion though.
Dude,
It's a lot of
at this point, and despite the little so-called regulation thing they hit them with the backing of the Chinese government, dude, we don't know what the hell Tencent is going to be capable of.
But are they backing them? Because there's a reason why. I mean, I don't know how much you pay attention to stocks, but probably like first quarter last year, they were at 930 billion. They were almost a $5 trillion company, right? But then once all those sanctions hit, last I looked, they were at 600.
Really?
So like, yeah, because you said the backing of the government. So I'm like, are they helping them? Because I think I mentioned this before. Like, I got a lot of shares in this teaching company, TAL, and that was one of them that got hit. The only one that's kind of solid is Neo from China. Like all of my Chinese stock, I either sold out or got it because they're hitting them all with some kind of with all these regulations and sanctions and like I said, Tencent was at 930 billion last year. And let me look at them right now, because if you look at them, they're making acquisitions like Sony would typically make. These smaller studios, Turtle Rock, things like that.
So, boss, before
and right now they're 554.
500.
So you mean they're gonna? That's just market cap. Yeah, the market cap is $554 billion, and then to come up with 70 billion of that, that's yeah. I don't think they're ready. I think Microsoft, and like I said, Microsoft bought low because Activision was right at $100 before all this stuff hit them. That's it, Microsoft Activision.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if being hit by all this stuff is what made the price drop.
With the whole controversy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it could have. And Microsoft say, it's a good time. Step in, get it. And once they put the ink down, everything's finalized. That day may be gone. What's his name?
And it's funny. It's funny because I had a little conversation with somebody, whereas like basically the conversation. I mean, granted, yeah, this ain't no Activision level type thing, but as Itagaki, the one who ran Team Ninja and everything, he wants Microsoft to come knocking on his door to acquire his little small studio. Somebody basically chimed in saying that no, they're not gonna do that because Microsoft is averse to anything that's controversy and stuff like that. And Itagaki's always been somebody controversial and stuff. And I was like, hold on a second. I was like, dude, are you talking about those allegations that got proven false and stuff like that? And he's like, well, it's the fact that it happened that they're not going to touch him now. But yet we look at this situation. It's like, yeah, man, that I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Yeah. No, right now they saw a good deal. Maybe the price was low because of those allegations. And Microsoft, Xbox thought, you know what? This is a good time. Step on in. Let's see what we can get for it. 70 billion. Hey, it could be a low number compared to if there weren't no allegations at all.
Before the allegations, they were at 103.
Mm-hmm.
Before this acquisition, they were at 64. They jumped up $18 a day. So how to calculate market cap? I don't know that calculation or formula.
Yeah.
But I would assume, I'm gonna guess, right? If they're at what 60 right now, they were close to $90 billion market cap before everything came down. And now they're back up to 64, and they just got 68 from Microsoft.
Yeah.
But they were valued around 55 before the acquisition. And that's what I'm saying. The prices of these acquisitions are gonna go up because you don't just pay market cap. You're paying double.
Now that everything that's going on with the previous purchases was ZeniMax, and now this, all the studios are not gonna be like, okay, let's sack up and let's try to bump up our price here, because they're gonna be like, oh, we can ask for anything now because they're willing to pay for it.
Well, you got to have something that's worth it, right?
Yeah.
Because as much as I love Bethesda, there's no Call of Duty on that roster, right? So you look at them getting 7, which they were a private company valued at 3.5, and you have Activision getting pretty much market cap, a little bit over market cap, and they were undervalued because of the codec situation. That's Microsoft mind low.
Yeah.
And they looked at it like it was a steal. I would have preferred that they buy a Take-Two, but I understand that Take-Two doesn't produce enough to feed the beast.
Mm-hmm.
And they're too busy over there milking GTA. I'd be surprised if we got a GTA this generation.
And so it's kind of funny because how you feel, that's kind of how I was feeling about like where I was like, man, it's like if that was the case, I would have, and damn me for saying it. I was like, I would have rather they probably just grabbed Sega or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those deals where it's like it's kind of a mixed bag with me because it's a thing of like what can you really get with it, but then you think, okay, well, there's PC games and and then there's the storehouse of like tried and proven IPs and stuff that just need to have the dust knocked off of them. And the most biggest important thing is it expands that foothold that they've been wanting so badly over in Japan. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I would have rather that, because I mean, with Activision, you get I guess you get another mobile division, which is King, because they already got in the mobile division with ZeniMax, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
so
Roundhouse.
Yeah, so that gives them another mobile games division and stuff like that. I guess the only technology that they gain from this is what's Call of Duty using? What's their engine again? It's at the tip of my brain. What's that engine they use?
I don't know. I know that EA's engine is Ice something, Blizzard or
baby.
something.
No, I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, but so yeah, I mean they get that, and of course biggest biggest thing of all, they get Call of Duty, and then after that Overwatch, and now people don't have to worry about the development hell of Overwatch and Diablo anymore, because now they just got a big cash injection.
Yeah, huge.
Call of Duty uses id Tech, bro.
Oh, it does? Real dude, seriously?
id Tech 3, Bethesda.
Wow,
man.
Yeah. So before you left, boss, I was asking
the panel.
Uh-oh. He just dropped off. He'll probably be back. Can you hear me?
I'm here.
Okay. I was asking, how long do you think some of these games are going to land in Game Pass, just like it did with Bethesda in Game Pass?
Yeah, I give it 1 or 2 months.
Yeah.
The only reason I say that is because if you think about it, we already have Diablo and is Call of Duty in Game Pass now?
Nope.
No, okay, not yet. Yeah, okay, but yeah,
Nope.
but I do know Diablo's there. So, and so yeah, like I said, I mean, once more or less, it's just a matter of the ink drying. So
Yeah.
like I said, I give it the next 1 or 2 months that we
How
start.
long did it take when the whole Bethesda thing went out and they started pumping out games to it? Was it like a week, 2 weeks? It was pretty quick.
It was seamless, man. It was a seamless transition because a lot of those games were like already there, and more or less, it's like they just kept sliding over. It's like it was like every other day, a Bethesda title, slid into Game Pass and everything.
Right. So they trickled them in, like maybe 1 game a week or 2 games a week. But
but the thing is, you gotta also remember, it was also
really
before they
close to
even
their
announced
announcement. Yeah.
Yeah, it was even before they announced it and everything, and that's when people were like, say what's going on. Like, yeah, something is up.
You guys got to
like
remember too, though. Like some of those games were in PS Now.
Oh, were they?
Mm-hmm.
Who uses that service, anyways?
You'd be surprised.
Yeah. They got 2 million subs. Somebody's using it.
Well,
I just don't
somebody's
know.
paying for it then. Yeah. Somebody's
But
paying
they
for
took that off the market for Sparty. Hey, so what if Sony did something like what Take-Two just did with Zynga and have like a merger of sorts? Would you think that'd be enough to counter what Microsoft's got going on?
Heck no.
No.
I mean, I'll make a splash, but I mean,
yeah. I mean, it's like I can probably, predict that if they do any sort of a merger with anybody, it would probably, if they don't just outright buy them, which I mean, I'm surprised they haven't done so already.
They can't.
Consider it. Yeah. Oh, you know who I'm getting ready to say, right?
They can't. If they could, they would have by now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's Square Enix. So that's where I'm kind of like, yeah, I mean, it'd probably be like a merger or something like that. And, just getting more tighter than they already are.
Because the thing
it's just, I can't, it's like, that's about it. I don't know what good it will really do.
But what could they do to counter though?
Dude, what have they been doing so far to counter? There's nothing they can do to counter. I mean, everybody can be like, oh, they bought Evo. Well, okay, what's that supposed to do?
They're gonna go buy Green Grass Studios.
They went into a partnership with Tencent with some Japanese cloud service. Okay, what is that supposed to do?
What's it got to do? Yeah,
because I'm just trying to think. Like,
I mean, I'm not. The thing is this, though. I mean, for anybody whose PlayStation is listening, it's like, or that watches this later. I'm not knocking. I swear to God, I'm not knocking. It's just what is that for? That's the thing. You spent that money. What is it for?
Yeah,
loyalty. I picked the wrong generation to jump on a PlayStation. Like seriously, like my wife told me, she said, man, you can't keep taking a dump on PlayStation if you don't own one.
Damn,
so I got one.
Yeah,
and I was like, yeah, you're right, let me give it a shot. But bro, like I said before, if I'm playing a PlayStation, I'm not playing my Xbox. I'd rather be playing my Xbox.
Yeah,
and it's like,
I don't know why you even did that to yourself.
No, yeah,
I took the Pepsi challenge.
I when the whole series and the PlayStation 5 were announced, I've already, even before that, I believe, I've already told myself that I wasn't going to buy another PlayStation console. Not because of my fanboyism towards Xbox or anything like that, just because I had valid reasons, which is I just don't have time for another platform. I'm a man. Yeah. A working man.
Yeah.
I don't have time to divide on 3 platforms: Nintendo, Xbox, and PlayStation. I barely touch my Switch, and now definitely I don't touch my PS4 Pro right now.
Ain't gonna lie, bro.
There's nothing.
I like Ni no Kuni.
What?
I like Ni no Kuni.
Ni no Kuni. Yeah, and see, it's funny. It's funny.
I said I like Ni no Kuni.
All jokes aside, and everything like that. I mean, heck, for a Japanese grab, that could have been one for Xbox right there. Is level 5, which is funny because level 5 has always been ultra tight with Sony. So you would have figured that, especially when they were like low, when they were low, you would have figured that's who Sony would have grabbed. But nope, they didn't grab.
Don't they have issues with Microsoft level 5?
Not. It's like this. The only issues the only issues that any of these Japanese studios really have is just that it's a Westerner. That's really all it is that it's a Westerner. And if it's anything that goes beyond that, it's that they're still holding a grudge from those little off the wall comments that Don Matrick shared during that interview. Where
He wouldn't lie.
The thing is, yeah, I'm not denying it. He wasn't, but when he said, "Oh, those games don't sell anyway," but still, from a business professional standpoint, that's something you don't say. There's and see, and that's why I said that. I know I would have been fired, but to be his PR guy, because all I can ask the question is, where the hell was his PR? Where was his PR team? Because when they do these interviews, especially before COVID, we're talking about way before COVID hit, there's usually a PR person that's there to make sure that to be like, basically they're like a legal liaison, because they're like,
be very PR-ish.
Don't say that. Nope. They'll always give you a nod and stuff. And I'm just thinking to myself, like,
he was in a corner by himself, man. Jeff had him, and he asked the question, and he's like, "Fuck it, I gotta respond." You know what I'm saying?
Like, what do you want me to say, man? What do you want me to say, Jeff? What do you want me to say? Come on, out with it. You know what? Just get it sick.
So
you like that, Jeff?
What about these existing marketing rights that like Call of Duty has with Sony and all that? You think they're just gonna honor them until it's over, or they're gonna like, all right, these are ours now?
Phil said that they typically honor pre-existing agreements.
I hate that.
But
there's nothing to gain or lose.
Let me see if I can Google how much longer they have the marketing rights to Call of Duty, because that's all of me bound to, right? Like, does the contract say that you must release a game on PlayStation, or is that just understood, but we want to market it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, the thing is, it's like they don't gain or lose anything by just just riding it out.
No. I mean, if they got like a year or two, and I'm like, just let it finish, because they're saying, we own it now. This is our baby now. What's 1 or 2 years that we can give up,
Yep. So I wonder how the other camp is going to go. Is it going to be like, well, Call of Duty was always trash anyway?
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly how it's going to go. It's going to say Overwatch is trash. We haven't seen Overwatch 2, so it's really trash. Diablo had never been popular. That's what they're going to say. Call of Duty, it's an automatic trash. They're going to say that, even though they lost me as a fan, but still, that's what So
let me be honest, man. Diablo hasn't been big since another mid-2000s game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's why they brought back Resurrections, right? Because they thought it was one of the favorites from back then.
Well, see, this is supposed to be like the Diablo to bring Diablo back, like Infinite brought Halo back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ibarra left Microsoft to take over his most favorite IP.
Mm-hmm.
But now we'll get the game that they envision now. You know what I mean? Microsoft has to have hits. They can't just put games in Game Pass. All these weirdos out here with this weak ASS narrative they're trying to spin, that we can't have too much consolidation because then it'll get stagnant and they'll stop trying. Are you kidding me? Why would I subscribe to a service that's giving me trash every month? No. See, this is why Microsoft has my faith, because they have a service that they need to feed with quality content to keep me subscribed. You know what I did? I went to the new Microsoft partner. I forgot their name. It starts with an A, and I bought up all the Game Pass I could buy for $15 for 3 months. Okay? Yeah. Because
check this out. Dying Light just came out with an announcement. Breaking news: Techland has been acquired. Tolga and Fenton acquired Techland, a Polish gaming company. Businessmen supposedly paid with 10 power cables and 10 rolls of duct tape. Their motives remain unknown.
Oh, that's a good one though. That's from Dying Light.
Yes, it's for Dying Light because it's coming.
Bro, that's my game until Starfield comes out.
Oh my god, this is good.
I can't believe y'all didn't tell me y'all gonna play Dying Light, bro. That used to be my
dude. Just jump on in because I have man. I've been like rolling with the guys and I've been destroying all the zombies because I got all the modified weapons.
dude. I got the one you find on top of the building. It kind of made the game not fun. You know
Why?
what I'm talking about? The
'Cause
one
you
you
just
find at
easily.
the very top of the building is one shot kills everything but bosses.
Oh, I don't use like guns or anything.
Oh, no, it's not a
I-
gun,
It's,
dude. It's a like a machete.
oh, that's probably what
It's
I
it,
got then. It's probably what I
it's the
got
it,
because
it has the name of the developer on it. Like it's
does it?
one of the devs on it. And because I mean, I used to like playing the monster at night, and these guys they were laughing at me. "Ah, hey man, you want us to tell you?" I said, "What?" He said, "Man, we got a gun. We have a knife that will kill you with one shot, man. We're just gonna leave this game. If you want it, you need to go here." And I went and got it.
Yeah.
And then I figured out the dupe glitch, and I started
Yep.
giving it to everybody.
I think it's the same weapon I got. Because I rolled with the group online back when it was popular, and they're like, "Hey man, here's some weapons," and they started dropping all these dupe glitches, weapons, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "All you do is just slice one time, and everybody's dead."
Yeah, that's the same. There's only one that does that.
Yeah,
And so you probably didn't have to find it, but I found it. It's at the top of. Man, I love that game. That
it's
game is so
fun.
fun.
It's fun. You
That
need to
game
jump in
is.
because we never have a full. We have 3 people, and it's up to 4 people you can play.
When I got ready, because I downloaded it that night when Legal was like, just jump in. I downloaded it, and as soon as I got within 10% of being finished, stream ended. I was like, I wonder if they quit. But yo, that's gonna be my game, bro. I really don't care what comes out. Like all you Souls dudes that are hyped for Elden Ring, I bought Neo, I bought Dark Souls. I tried, and I just come to the conclusion that Sony people like different stuff.
Yeah,
And I can't even say that because when they can barely hit 5 million or 20 million consoles, most PlayStation people agree with me too.
yeah.
If it's not Last of Us, Spider-Man, Uncharted, the movie games, like the rest of those games are just Sony needs a Game Pass more than Microsoft. That's why
Word.
Spartacus will eventually get around to mimicking top to bottom Game Pass.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time though.
Yeah, because
Just
they don't have the infrastructure in place.
They don't have the cash either.
Well, they can make partnerships. Sleep on their partnership. They didn't just invest in Epic just to invest in Epic. That's a partnership between them and Tencent as well. They get to inherit some of Tencent's connections, and they can partner on a cloud platform. They have an MOU for Azure. They don't really have anything concrete, so that's why you don't see them really doing anything in the cloud yet.
man,
But
legal just texts me. He's like, "Hey man, send me the link." I was like, "Dude, it's been in a chat twice.
yeah,
I don't need to send it directly to you. It's been in there. Just click on it." He's like,
yeah, he's
sometimes
doing a
just,
show. He had some guys. I heard their names. I just never
yeah, he
seen
has
them
some
in
different.
anything.
He has some different dudes in there.
Yeah, I've seen them on other podcasts in the past, like that Cal L dude, but I don't know any of those dudes.
Yeah,
I know Sick, of course.
six always down. Sick is
Yeah.
always down.
Call
For
him the
sure.
hardest working man in
He
podcasting.
does, man. I'm surprised he hasn't made his own because that boy can talk.
Man. But like I was learning from you like a little bit. I got the program, but I don't have time to learn it.
Which one? OBS?
Well, you got that. You put me on the ultra thing. I paid the
Ultra
one I
combo.
paid the 120 for that so I can like try to learn how to do some editing and make some presentable video.
Oh, you talking about the Power
Ultra,
Director?
yeah, Power Director Ultra.
Yeah. That's what I use. I still use it.
Yeah, I know. You told
Yep.
me to get it.
Yep.
And then Dirt put me on a phone thing, but I don't have time to learn that either.
Yeah,
So I just piggyback on y'all till I figure it out.
yeah, it takes you got to put some time into it to kind of figure out how to use some of those programs. I got my son to work to learn how to use Power Director. So he's pumping out his own stuff on his own now. He doesn't even tell me.
Yeah,
He just
see,
does it.
your boy is about it. I try to get my daughter to do it because she's the one who, like, I thought about doing YouTube, but then she wanted to do a Roblox channel.
Man, I don't
So
know
it's
what
like
Lego's doing, man. I don't know why he keeps moving his camera around.
he's trying to get the
I
money
don't know why
shot.
he's using the phone, man. I don't know. Just use your computer. He probably doesn't even hear us.
Yeah.
It looks like he can't.
Can he talk?
He's got that investigative reporter thing.
He got that.
Camera,
You know what?
that camera angle
Got the
going.
20
Where
hat on.
it's like, look, I'm on location right now. I can't talk.
He's lost for words, man. He doesn't know what to say because the news is so big.
Like man, but dude, before we even started, I mean, I was downstairs cooking breakfast and everything like that. I mean, nonstop. It's been nothing but all over Twitter, nothing but spaces, spaces.
Oh yeah. There was one space that had like 500 people in it.
Dang.
And
I must not be following anybody. Hey, but real quick before I forget, bro, they have removed Call of Duty Vanguard from their featured section on PlayStation to answer your question.
Shut up. For real? Legal, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Appreciate it, y'all.
What are you doing on the phone, man? What's on the computer?
Because I just got off.
Oh.
I just got off and I wanted to come over here and hold my friend down. I wanted to come over and hold my brother down, show him some love on this great, blessed day. I see my man Fire Boss. I see the realest one. He's got the infinite gauntlet in his hand. So I didn't want to make him mad, you know?
Yeah, he must have snapped today. He must have used it today, man.
He must have used it, bro, and he's being slick about it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna say nothing, Tech, because I don't want to get on his bad side.
I let Phil borrow it.
You let him use your gauntlet.
Oh! You know what? It's only in perfect realist style too. I let Phil borrow it.
Yeah.
only the realist could do it. Only the realist could do it. Yo,
yeah, man.
Crazy,
hey, he put it to good use, man. I if he ever wants to borrow it again, I'm down. I'm down. Man, I want him to snap it in Japan next time, though.
Right.
Yep. But what's 70 billion spent and everything, and I'm not going to say something stupid about, oh yeah, I think this is the end of it. It's like, what I mean, just out of the blue, what would you guys think is the next thing?
I have no idea now, Fireball.
What's left?
WB
would be a huge one.
WB.
I'm like so many others. Whereas I really do feel that IO and Crystal Dynamics is on the table, and I kind of
I think those are done deals.
Yeah, I do too.
And whereas like Legal, you saying WB and stuff like that. Remember that WB wasn't well. At first they started trying to sell as a whole, but then they turn around and try to like Mickey Mouse, try to like piecemeal everything.
They saw that hunger. They saw that it wouldn't have been a problem for Microsoft to buy it.
It wasn't just Microsoft though. And just like everything else,
that's fact.
Like Lil Uzi Vert said, I just went up on my price. The prices are going up. $4 billion was all they were asking for before.
Facts.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that if they still offering piecemeal and everything, and with how like Ed Boon is like really really chomping at the bit about working with Microsoft and especially Killer Instinct, I'm kind of like, I'm thinking like maybe they probably just grab NetherRealms, because at least with NetherRealms, unlike all the other ones, that one at least comes with this IP. The other ones they'll have to do additional, working and going under the table, and
somebody has a bad mic connection.
Yeah, I hear that old like scratchy stuff.
You hear it now? Is it me? Because it wasn't that way before.
There it goes. It's gone. It's coming back.
No, it's not.
Okay, so it ain't me. I went to I muted myself. That wasn't me then.
It was
Tester.
It was the realest. But be nice to him.
Nah, because I've been muted.
Be nice because he got the gauntlet.
He's got the gauntlet. Be nice.
I've been muted, and y'all said up, even though I was muted. It's somebody. Let's just work through it, man.
I'm not gonna say it.
This is show business. Do it live.
Wait,
the show must go on.
The show must go on, baby.
So here's a post I just saw. Scenario is that Call of Duty will still be multi-plat, but day one on Game Pass, while PlayStation players pay $70.
That's beautiful. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
That's their number 3 most played game anyway. What is it? NBA 2K21, FIFA 22, Call of Duty's right there. It ain't none of the exclusives.
Fortnite.
Yeah, Fortnite, Minecraft, and then Spider-Man. You know? They ain't playing them games, man. They ain't fooling nobody anymore, man. It is what it is, bro.
I was joking with them before you popped in, Legal. I was saying that because what was like Tech was like, it was like, man, what are they going to play now? And I was like, well, they got no choice but to play their games.
that's all. You better buy your exclusives now.
Exactly.
Right.
Could you imagine how it feels? Could y'all imagine how it feels to be a real hardcore PlayStation fan right now? Like you wake up and this happened. It's like, what can you really say and not get laughed out of the room?
Right.
Like, because I went into a space.
I'm about to say, did you see a Spaces, bro?
Bro, I went into a space
and they had 500 people.
No, that's what I was saying. I wasn't following anybody. I didn't see it. But the space I was in had 80 people. And they let this chick, and she just went on about how the consolidation of this is going to ruin the people's passion. It's like, what's going to change? They're going to get paid better. Like, I work hard when I get paid good. Like, these people get to make the games they actually want to make now. How long have they been talking about Diablo 4?
Here's what gets me, bro.
And be given all the time they need.
Look, this is what gets me about people like
I see one space is 400 people.
All I want to know is people like that when they sound like that is how many consoles and how many video games have you made? That's it. Everybody's got something to say, but everybody ain't making consoles and video games. That's the new slogan. Everybody has something to say, but everybody ain't making consoles or video games. You jive turkeys.
Oh man, I heard my saying being said on another podcast.
No, Tank. They didn't say jive turkey.
Yes, they did. I jumped in, and like a minute later, the host was like, "Come on, you jive turkeys!" Like, oh hell no! Oh hell no! Somebody used my saying.
Oh no. Yo, this is too funny, bro. Yo, where can we go and not? You got to come to TEKNOBLAST show to laugh, man. You got to have a good time over here, brother. This is where we come over here and laugh, man. Hey, we appreciate your show, boy. You got us over here rolling.
I'm gonna ask you what I asked the other guys already. How long do you think some of these games will be on Game Pass?
Oh yeah. You talking about the one?
Because I'm saying because Call it.
You know what? To be honest, now that I think about it, I think they'll stay. I think what's normal in rotation, right? However we've been going about it right now, will remain. They're just gonna add like the exclusive, the ones that they buy, the acquisitions. Those are gonna be like the foundational blocks for Game Pass. So they'll never go nowhere. When they hit in there, they're in there.
They're in there. Unless they're license issues, just like
Game Pass
Forza.
is all the rotational games within the industry is the joy. The guarantee are the ones that Microsoft has. That's kind of like how I look at Game Pass. Yeah. So it's kind of like the reverse way we used to think, Tech, when we first saw it. It didn't appeal to us. Why? Because it really didn't have a lot of strong Xbox games.
No.
So once Microsoft started building that up, it started to appeal more because now we got Xbox games on there. Okay, it's worth it. I don't have to buy Xbox games. I'm using Game Pass to facilitate to these games that I've never heard before, giving them a chance. Oh, what's this? What's that? But the Xbox catalog is what's making Game Pass shine more than anything. because we don't have to pay for it. It's like, yo, I don't have to pay for. I'm only paying what $15 for all these Xbox games. It's kind of hard to deny, even if Ubisoft Plus, right, gets put in there, and you want that too, and you're only paying $35. Well, a month. That's still, you can't beat that deal.
You can't beat.
You still can't beat it. So I don't think Game Pass is going over $35. I think it's going to stay right there. That's the sweet spot.
I don't think they're going to get that ridiculous.
Yeah, once it goes past, I won't invest in it. I'll stay.
But my question was, the games like the popular ones, Call of Duty, Overwatch, they're not in Game Pass. When do you think they're going to start landing in Game Pass?
When they'll start getting, I don't know. Within the next few months or so at the most. I mean,
that's what.
And then they'll probably rotate as the new ones come out. They might, or they'll just keep them in there. But I think within a couple months, if they come out sooner, that's going to be incredible. But I think they're going to do it once.
I mean, like it or not, those two games does have a following.
Yeah.
And pop them in Game Pass. I mean, that'll just pump in more life into those games.
And blow the subscription out the roof, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There was some other breaking news you didn't get to see, though. Another acquisition today.
What?
Yep. So look at the screen. I'm going to put it up in a second, and I'll show you.
Sony bought Wrigley's chewing gum.
Keep an eye on the screen, okay? I'm going to switch over.
So everybody has something to chew on as they grit in their teeth.
So Techland has been acquired. Toga and Fatten acquired Techland, a Polish gaming company, Businessman supposedly paid with 10 power cables and 10 rolls of duct tape. Their motors remain.
Right. Dying Light. Oh, Tech, I beat it, man. Great game. I recommend everybody, if you haven't played Dying Light, get with TEKNOBLAST and co-op and play Dying Light and get yourself caught up to 2. He helped me get pretty far. And then I took over with Sonic Echo X as well. But I just want to let y'all know, you cannot beat the game on co-op. You're going to have to man up and beat it by yourself. They can get you to the water, but you're going to have to drink.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because right at the end, I was like, man, we had to split off. And it'll tell you too. So
wow,
just a heads up for those that don't know about that.
I mean, I ended up, finishing the game by myself anyways. Like every now and then I jumped in with the group.
Right.
But I never got to the end with a group to tell me, hey, you need to split up.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even aware of that.
Great game. Great.
So now
game.
Now you're ready for Dying Light 2.
Right. Now I'm ready, man. Exactly. Good. And I had been wanting to play that game, but I've been wanting to play it in co-op, and I just could never get nobody to play it in all these years, bro. So
Eli over here complaining that we didn't ask him to join us.
No,
yeah, you're right. I sure was.
I'm not laughing at you, Eli. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna snap. But look, I jumped on, and I saw y'all playing one of my favorite games. He said, "Jump on in." I said, "All right, man." Downloaded it. It took like 30 minutes, and right before it was finished, stream ended. I was like, "Oh man,
wow."
Hey, but if I see y'all in, hey, y'all all my friends. Just shoot me a message if y'all see me on there, or because sometimes I play my little game, man. I bought some Game Pass games. I mean, not Game Pass games, some little cheap games, like for just because I saw everybody else playing them, and actually liked them. No, not Game Pass, like the little puzzle games.
Okay.
That people were getting for Gamerscore, but they're actually relaxing.
Right.
I play those. I was playing those games, but like I'm gonna be home for this week.
If you want something,
so I see how long I'm raiding. I'm just jumping in.
Fact. If there's something you want to play that really relaxes you, kind of puts you in that mood, and it knocks you out into a deep sleep, play some Minecraft by yourself.
Hell no.
Just get on some Roblox, man.
Nah, if I play Horizon Forbidden West, that does it for me.
Just play what do you call it? Death Stranding.
Well, I mean, there's my go-to City Skylines.
City Skylines.
But that's actually a good game.
I heard it was
Death Stranding. I know it's good.
I'm not into it.
Not Death Stranding, Tech.
You know, it's actually funny because I can remember before Bethesda was picked up, there was rumors going around about Microsoft being interested in grabbing Paradox.
Yeah.
So
there's rumors for everything.
Yeah, but
legal. We were talking about earlier. It's insane how Microsoft Xbox has kept this under wraps.
There you go, brother.
It's just amazing. I mean, first it was the other acquisitions, and then ZeniMax, which nobody saw coming, and then now this again.
I love that, man. I love their listen. That's what it just proves a point to us.
That stealth shit.
I hate the fact that there's so many delusional fanatics of people that really think that these people have these insider connections and Microsoft is really talking to them and telling them everything. I hate that, but the good part is what you said, Tech. It came through. Nobody knows. It just goes to show you that what's perceived isn't what the clear picture is. It's cool if you know people in the industry, but they don't work like that. Yeah. They don't get down like that. Microsoft isn't worrying about a YouTuber, or somebody with a content created channel to give them leaks and they don't work like that. This company is very professional. And it's good to hit the community all at once. If you're a real true Xbox fan, then you woke up this morning, you have nothing but joy in your heart. You have nothing but you're ecstatic. You didn't this wasn't ruined yesterday or the day before, and that's beautiful, man. That goes a long way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just crazy to me how, it all started with the Series X. Nobody knew that was coming. Then the other purchases of the studios, and then the big one with ZeniMax. Nobody saw that one coming, And even though they've hinted and said, hey, we have other studios in mind, but nobody imagined Blizzard, Activision, and King,
And Tech, this is 10 times more. This is 70 billion. 10 times more, dude.
And we mentioned this earlier. It's like, it just shows the purchasing power that Microsoft Xbox has right now, and they're not shying away from it. It's insane. It is crazy. And now everybody's gonna be like, again, who are they gonna buy next?
Yeah, they're trying to see how big the bank can be.
Yeah, it's insane. Nobody knows right now. I mean, as they keep things close to the chest to keep it tight and shut with no leaks whatsoever.
They've been doing good.
You don't know who's going to be next.
And remember how everybody used to always joke around Tech talking about, oh, look at Microsoft. They can't hold on to their water.
Yeah.
These clowns don't understand that unlike their company of choice, Microsoft is very active in the social media spaces. You keep running your mouth, you keep putting your foot in it.
It's funny. Everybody, the other camp will always say, do better. And dude,
I try not to laugh right now.
They got more than they asked for. Microsoft Xbox went beyond than doing just better. They're just taking over.
You want these games? Get you a PlayStation. Just do better. Demand better.
Yeah, demand better. And this is what's going on. So, we lost Eli again. So it was his phone. See, now the static's gone.
Yeah, he might have had a bad signal. That could have been it.
Yeah, he's on his way to the crib, I think.
Yeah. So, all right, man. Let's end this. I need to get back to work because this is my work time.
Right. No, appreciate all you guys that were working, man, that decided to drop and put something out. I salute all y'all. I was off today, so work starts up for me tomorrow, but appreciate you letting me drop in and crash the show. Shouts to Fireball. Shouts to Realist, man.
Yeah, everybody, thank you for joining in. Eli, here he is.
And he's back.
Eli's back, but we're about to end this, Eli, just because I got to get back to work. I haven't checked my emails, so who knows what's sitting there right now. I don't think they'll be too happy that I'm not responding.
Peace.
So let's end
Jack,
it with
Jack, what are you doing? We've been trying to get a
I'm
hold of
popping
you.
my collar, man.
Exactly.
I'm popping my collar.
But Bethesda been bought, man.
So let's
All right, Tech.
let's end it with some music and some montage.